Okay, we're correcting our scoop game that we did yesterday. All right, so number 1. Guys, hey, if this stapler costs $12.50, hey, if this stapler costs $12.50, am I going to pay more than $12.50 for tax?
Yes.
For tax? The tax is going to be more than $12.50?
Oh, no.
No, the total is going to be more than $12.50 with tax. Yes. The tax, okay, if it's 10% of $12.50, then it would be $1.25. But you got to get 6.5% of 12.5. Get your calculators ready. So you're going to go 0.065 times 12.5. A lot of you divided it and got $1.92, but that's not the tax. Think about it. 10% is $1.25. We all need to know how to do 10%. 10%. Tithe means 10%. In the Bible, when they talk about tithing, that means 10%. So when you give 10% of your income, you give a tenth of it. And a tenth of that is $1.25. So 6.5% can't be $1.92. What do you get?
0.8125.
Okay, so we're going to round off to what? 81 cents. Okay, this is where I just wanted to sit down and cry. On number 2, what is the slope?
-8.
-8. A lot of people put 8. Some people put -8x. Some people put 8x. Guys, and you know what? Some people did for me. They wrote m equals -8. They even know it's called m. I loved it. Number 3.
Do you want us to
Correct.
Do the ones that we got wrong?
Only do the ones you got wrong. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The only ones you got wrong. I mean, do only the ones you got wrong. Okay. Uh-huh. Well, just write it it won't hurt you. Okay, number 3. What for a proportional relationship? Y equals kx. Now, some of you gave me an example and put y equals -6x or y is 13x. So it really didn't matter. Okay, number 4. That should have been easy. Number 4. Guys, really? What is the y-intercept? -32. And some of y'all even know it's called b. Because when you do y equals mx plus b, the b is the y-intercept. Is it always positive? No. No. It's negative that time. Okay, number 5. The 2, -3, and -3, 7 are the 2 points. And do you know what? I was thinking I thought just a few people's going to miss this because we've worked so hard on it. Only a few people got it right. Raise your hand if you got it right in here. 3 people. 4 people. Look. M equals, remember it's on your formula chart, y2 minus y1. Remember we circle the y's. Write this down. If I'm writing it down, you write it down in the square, in the new square, on the new board. Circle your y's. I'm going to start with 7. So 7 minus -3, and then -3 minus 2. I'm going to keep, change, keep, change, and that's going to give me -2. Guys, I have people that got this right to this far and then put -1/2. And you've got a calculator. That's what bothers me. You got everything right but the answer. Okay, number 6. Hey, draw me a quadrant grid if you missed this. Draw me a quadrant grid. Hey, even if you got it right, draw a quadrant grid. This is your y. So if it's y equals -5, where am I going to draw y equal -5?
Below the...
Below 0.
Yeah,
Below the origin.
yeah.
Across. Yes, the very first thing somebody said, it's got to cross the Y. It's got to touch the Y because it says Y equals. It's got to touch the Y. So it's horizontal. Remember, a horizon goes horizontal. I used to tell my fourth graders when I was teaching them horizontal and vertical. Horizontal, you're lazy. You're lying on the couch all the time. Horizontal, lazy. Okay, number 7. You know what? There's some of you that still refuse to do my little trick. And I told you the first of the school, I got some tricks that'll help you get it right every time. There's the home decimal. It already has a decimal. So I'm going to put my decimal, take it home. 8 times 10 to the negative 7. That's all you have to do. On 8, it already has a home decimal. Look at there. There it is. So I'm going to put it and take it home. 6.431289 times 10 to the
that'd be
5. Guys, here's the thing. You've got a calculator that you could do your problem on the calculator to see if that equals that. And I guarantee you, if you did your problem and type that in, you're not going to get that. You're going to get something crazy. Y'all had some crazy stuff down there. Oh my goodness. I had people put this number to the 5th power or to the negative 5. You forgot your times 10. Remember, this number has to be 1 or more less than 10. Oh, I got to multiply by 10. Take number 9. Really? Oh my goodness, nearly every 8th grader missed this. Just a few people got it right. Just a few. What does negative square root of 62 equal about? Because it's irrational, so I know. 7.87. And this is, so which one is smaller? Yeah. Remember, it's just the opposite of what you think when it's negative. Okay. Negative 6, negative 2.5, negative 9/4 is what my...
I had negative 7.8 and you did it wrong.
Well, some of y'all, I didn't know. Oh, okay. I couldn't read that. That's less than that. Okay. Remind me and I'll fix it at the end. I couldn't read that, but that was the last time. Really, you should have just put the number that was the smaller dollar circled it. Remind me. Okay. Number 10. Guys, to get into the integer, square, or circle, you can't be what? Fraction or a decimal. And look at there. Decimal, fraction. So this is just rational numbers. Those are just rational numbers. They can't be integers because there's a decimal and a fraction in there. Number 11. Oh, a lot of people got this right. But some people didn't. And I know you probably had barely enough time to do it and didn't have time to check. But on another one that you had a lot of time, you could have gone back and checked this. Circle my x's, draw my river. Subtract 6x. I get 2x plus 12 equals negative 8. Minus 12. 2x is what? Negative 20. And guys, I've been giving y'all such hard ones. This should have been you should have been thanking me. There were no parentheses. There were nothing hard. No distributive property to do. Okay, number 12. Do you know what some people said? Who got this right? Who got this right? Do you know what some people tell me you've learned how to do on number 19? You told me the math. No, you didn't learn how to do it because you got this wrong, people. Remember, on the MAD, there's 3 steps, and there's not much room in there, but I got it in there. Look, you got to add this up first. Remember, 3 steps on MAD. Get the mean first. So I'm going to add this up and get 200, and some of y'all did that. And you divide 5 into 200 and get 40. And y'all got 40. And that would have been right if I was asking for the mean. But I asked for the mean absolute deviation. So now, A absolute reminds you to go subtract, but take the absolute value. So you're going to subtract and get 15, 5, 2, 2, 20. You subtract 40 and all those numbers. Then you add that up and get 44. Now, what does the D stand for? Divide, to get the mean again. Good. So I'm going to go divide 44 by 5 because there's 5 numbers. And it's 8.8. $13, simple interest. I go 12. You know what? I'm going to find you your bank, guys. 8.8.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see it.
Look, a circle. 8.8. Guys, on getting simple interest principle, some of y'all said you could get simple interest, and then you missed this problem. You got to change 8% to 0.08. You get 288. Do you know what some of y'all got? $28,800. You put $1,200 in a savings account, and they're going to pay you $28,000 interest?
Oh, see that thing.
Yeah, let me know where that bank is because I'm signing up. Guys, there's no way you're going to make $28,000 interest off of $1,200. I don't even know if you could leave it in there 100 years and make that much money. Guys, come on now. We got to use some common sense. Okay, 14. 14. Okay, I was hoping you'd remember this formula from science. They talk about rate of speed instead of rate, like they do in math. But, and this was a typo, really. If you're going 56.7 miles per hour, really should have been 5, but, okay, in 2.5 hours. Look, a lot of you got 22 miles. Think about this a minute. What does 56 miles per hour mean?
That's your constant rate of speed.
I know, but what does that mean? Thank you. In an hour, you're going to go 56 miles. So in 2.5 hours, you're only going to go 22 miles?
Nope.
That doesn't make sense, does it? You know what? Sometimes being good in math is having some common sense. You might get an answer like 22 and you go, oh, that can't be right. Something's wrong with this answer. You had to multiply. And that looks a whole lot better. That's how many miles you're going to go in 2.5 hours. Doesn't that make more sense? And 15, was that a function? Yes. Only a couple of people missed that. Yay. We've learned functions. 16. Oh, and because of Coach King, we know 180-degree rotation. AB is in quadrant 1, huh? So if you're doing a 180-degree turn,
Flip the signs.
flip it. Don't do anything to the numbers. Just flip the signs. So it's got negative A, negative B.
Quadrant 3.
Yep, you're in quadrant 3. Awesome. Oh, a lot of you got this one right. I love it. Julia has $300 and spends 5 a day. Tell me how you wrote it, people that got it right.
300 minus 5x.
Or, did anybody do it backwards?
Negative 5x plus 300.
Good. Do you know what some people put? Look.
300x minus 5.
Yep. And look, this is wrong. I'm putting an X by it. That's wrong. What does that equation say? You start with what?
She has negative $5.
Okay, how can you have negative $5?
Can't.
Yes, you can.
I mean, you're in debt. Like,
Yeah.
you pay back the bank.
Yeah. Either you wrote a check and you owed the bank $5, or how many of you owe your cousin, your brother, somebody $5? So if you have no money, but you owe somebody, you have negative amount of money. So negative, so somebody started with -5 and they spent, they got $300 a day. But that's not even what the question said. She started with 300 and spends 5. So, okay, 18. Guys, here's our right triangle. They want the shortest side. Some of you said you could do Pythagorean theorem, and then you missed it. 15, 18. Could A be 99?
Nope.
A lot of people got 99. Well, not a lot, a few. A is going to be the shortest side, so it's got to be less than 15, huh?
Yes.
So 15 squared, 18 squared.
225 equals 320. And then,
You got to subtract. You can't add that, huh?
and then 8 squared
99. They forgot to do the next step, didn't they? So A is about, remember on this, we always round it to the nearest 10th. And some people put 9.95 and then some people put 10. I should have counted it right. If I didn't, if I messed up, then let me know. You may get 10 and I counted it wrong. Okay, good. And 19. You know what somebody put on 19? Nope. Well, yeah, a lot of people put Pythagorean theorem. That was a favorite answer. Some people put equations, functions, simple interest, MAD, but somebody put play to win. Yeah, they put play to win. Yes, guys, because that is one thing I've stressed that we need to do more of. When you start learning to play to win, you're going to be better in band, cheerleading, volleyball, baseball, math, English, history. When you play to win, you're going to just be better at everything. When you start learning to play to win. I'm going to have a big poster next year that says play to win up there. Okay. And it gave me a good laugh. Okay. We are going, look, we already talked about what to do. So you hop it out. Spread out so you won't be disturbed. I don't care if you listen to music, but remember, face down, put it on shuffle, face down. The page 25, 26 is due tomorrow. Pre-algebra rule to 49 packets due tomorrow. Finished. When you walk in here, and then the extra credit stuff. Go.